Hello and welcome. Today we are drafting the Proliferate Cube. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm still doing the thing where I go in blind. And, one can assume this cube is very based around counters, given the name Proliferate Cube. So I imagine things like Conclave Mentor, Viral's, Drana seems very good. I'm imagining those are quite strong cards. Melira prevents -1/-1 counters. Maybe Infect is in here. I like Marsh Flats. I like Drana. I don't know how many Planeswalkers there are. Spark Double does seem pretty cool, though. It's a copy effect that gives you a counter on it, so you can proliferate that. Triskelion, I like. I think I'm just going to start with Marsh Flats. Again, the thing I do when I'm entering a format that I've never seen before is I just stay open for a little bit to give myself an idea of, like, what is in the format. Like, how important are creatures that just put counters on things compared to creatures that, like, add counters? Like, these type of ratios is what I'm trying to get a feel for. And rather than just kind of committing myself to one thing, I would rather take a card that keeps me open. Then once I get an idea of, like, okay, there's Endless One that seems very good and very versatile, even though there's no artwork, then I can start, Nadir Kraken. Anyway, then I can start, like, getting a better idea of what's happening. Evolution Sage. Whenever land enters the battlefield, proliferate. That seems good. Ratchet Bomb. This is a 2-mana 2/2 that can become a 6/6, but it's pretty expensive. Destroy artifacts and get charge counter seems good. I like Hell Rider. Quarantine Field is a very strong effect. I don't know what to take. Again, this is inexperience from drafting the format. This effect seems very strong. Whenever land enters proliferate, I mean, that's the name of the cube, right? I wish there was artwork, but that seems like something I should take. This seems like maybe when I draft the format more, I'll be like, okay, Endless One is the pickup. Actually, you know what? Well, let's take that. It's colorless, so it helps what I was saying before. They're playing Mox Tantalite. I actually quite like that. That's a lot of fun. It's not a great card, but I'm glad that it's getting some amount of play somewhere. So I'm seeing some white cards. Zheng Yangu, 3 mana, each creature with a counter on it adds 1 mana of any color. Would have been very good with the Evolution Sage. Fungal Behemoth. I'm guessing you can proliferate time counters. So that seems alright, if you want to go green. Cruel Status seems slow. What is Goblin Bomb? Remove 5 fuse counters from it and sacrifice it. He deals 20 damage. I love this cube already. That's pretty sweet. What am I taking here? Part of me wants to just take Zheng Yangu. I did just pass an Evolution Sage, which could be somewhat of a signal, but there's not too much else in this pack that I'm too excited about. So I'm just going to take this and see where that gets us. There's Contentious Plan. That sounds good. Genesis Hydra is very good, right? So it's an X. It comes in with counters, and then you can put permanents into play. So I like that a lot. What does this do? A 4-mana Graft 4. So it enters with 4 counters, and then you can move counters on other creatures from it. And it doubles the counters on other creatures, and you can move counters. That's very good if you have a lot of proliferate. So that seems also nice. I think I like Genesis Hydra more because it's just generally a good card. This is more synergy based. And then, I mean, obviously I like Contentious Plan, Stomping Ground, but I think here I'm just going to take the Hydra and see what happens. Grafted Exoskeleton, so there is Infect. That makes sense with Proliferate, but we'll just take the Hydra here. Ooh, Song of Freyalise. That's a very good card. What does this do? 3 mana 1/4. Support 2, and whenever you put counters on a creature you don't control, draw a card. Okay, so you can either level up your creatures or put counters on your opponent's creatures and then draw cards. I think that's how that works, because support says 2 target creatures, not you control. That sounds right. I like Song of Freyalise. Goes well with Zheng Yangu, and now I can go like 5 color creatures, which, what else did you expect from me drafting this? But yeah, we'll take this. Prophetic Prism probably not going to come around, but having these 2 makes me feel pretty nice. Ooh, Glenolendra. I don't know how many non-creature spells there are, but Glen is very good. This is a 1 mana 1/1 that takes a lot of mana to put counters on it, but that does kind of go well with Song of Freyalise. Like, if you can tap your creatures to add mana, you can do this. This is a 2 mana, sometimes 4/4. This is a kill spell. I don't have any kill spells right now, so maybe that's what I should be going for. But I kind of like Glen. There are some Planeswalkers. She has Persist. You can put, yeah, I'm going to take Glen. You can put +1/+1 counters on her. And just, like, keep countering things. She seems good. Plane-wide Celebration. Create a citizen. Proliferate. Return a permanent card from your graveyard. Ooh, sorry. And you gain 4 life. That seems good. Varel. And this lets you double counters on any target. So that's actually really good with Endless One and Genesis Hydra. I'm gonna go with Pharrell. You know, this is the Proliferate Cube. We're going blue-green Proliferate-ish. Renegade Crisis. I feel like I probably have to take Detention Sphere, but I'm gonna see what this is. Whenever it evolves, put a counter on each creature you control with a counter on it. That seems pretty good too. This is a 3-mana 1/3 that animates an artifact. Don't think I'm doing that. See, I think Detention Sphere is the better card, and I do have Martial Arts and 2 things that like add mana of any color. I think I'm gonna take the Detention Sphere. I think this deck probably wants removal. Wildborn Preserver seems good. Goes well in green. I don't know how much like poison I should be scared of. Baral's lets you sacrifice creatures and then scavenge, which is also a really cool combo, but I don't have too many high value plays with that, so I'm just gonna take the Wildborn Preserver. It's a 2-drop which I need. Beastbreaker's text is not loading properly. I do like Ratchet Bomb. This is just a 2-mana 2/2. It doesn't really get counters. And Persist comes back with -1. So if I can then put a +1/+1 counter, then this will keep coming back. I think I'm gonna take Domri's Ambush. Again, I think removal in a format like this is probably very valuable. And I think I can like be base blue-green and then make these off splashes with some of my like 5-color fixing cards. I'm not sure how many of these I can go, and it would be nice to like limit them to one type of color, but I don't know how much I value like a 2-mana 2/2 that can level up to be a 6/6. Because it does take a lot of mana, and I know you can proliferate his level counters, but that I think he still takes like 4 or so counters to get up to a 6/6, so I'm not super interested in that. And we do get a Fungal Behemoth. I could take Mox Tantalite actually. If I get this in my opener, I do have mana of any color. It's like a very slow land, equal to the number of counters on each creature you control. I'll try Fungal Behemoth. I really wanted to take Mox Tantalite, but I just couldn't make myself do it. This kills creatures with flying, but I kind of like just draw card Proliferate. Again, it's the Proliferate Cube. I have to draft the Proliferate synergies. Well, Prophetic Prism helps quite a bit. I do like Ordeal of Thassa. Generous Patron is okay, but Prism really helps our like 5-color splashes. Move a counter from target creature onto a second target creature. That's an untap effect. Okay. Wow, we got Plain-White Celebration back. Okay. I have to read Leech Bonder more, but I need to get there in a second. I wish I had the Sage that proliferates whenever you play a land, but that's okay. There's a 2-mana 3/2, and it enters the battlefield with a counter for each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. That seems very good. This makes a human soldier, puts counters on a creature, draws 2 cards, and makes a treasure, or gold, I guess, for certain reasons. Prismatic Vista fetches basic land, so that will help with the mana. I don't know what to take. I mean, Flux Channeler is very good too. Part of me thinks I should just take this Prismatic Vista, and then like one of Avatar First Heroine Games Flux Channeler will come around. How many non-creature spells do I have to go with Flux Channeler? Because that synergy seems quite nice. I actually have a couple. Tension Sphere, Jing Yangu, Vorel. So maybe it could be Flux Channeler instead. But I think I'm going to take the mana first, because I don't even have blue-green lands. Ooh, I've seen this card be good. So this is 2 mana. If it was kick, choose any number. So you put 2 counters and fight and gain life. That's fine, not the best. The Great Henge. Holy cow, there's so many good cards here. I don't even know what to take. I feel like I want to take the Great Henge. It goes well with all my big creatures. It puts counters on everything, and it draws me cards and gains me life, I guess. And I have a lot of things like Genesis Hydra and Endless One, Fungal Behemoth, that are going to be big, so this is going to be relatively cheap. I think I would like Inscription. This card seems absurd. It just does everything. It's like a much, much better Domri's Ambush. I don't even know what this is. You may put a feather counter on a creature, and it makes it a 3/1 flyer. Okay. Kind of cool. And then Cathar's Crusade is just absurd, right? Whenever a creature enters, pump your whole team. Insane. This gives you Vigilance. Johnny's okay. We'll take Great Henge, though. Okay, Pollenbright Druid can either put a counter on a creature or proliferate. I have some dual lands that are fine. What is this? Steelbane Hydra, 2 mana X, and you can kill artifacts. That's fine. And this has Graft. So if a creature enters, you can actually get a counter from your land. That's also really sweet. I think I'm going to take Pollenbright Druid and hope to wheel maybe Commit Memory, but I think I need a little bit more 2-drops. And Pollenbright Druid into something like Zheng Yangu is a good combo. And it's also good late game. Just, ooh, Mana Gorger Hydra. Serrated Arrows. Uh-oh. Sigil is X, has X charge counters, and then equipped creature gets +1/+1. I see. And then you have to remove a counter to equip it. That's kind of balanced. I feel like I need to take Mana Gorge or Hydra, but I also feel like I really want Serrated Arrows with all of my Proliferate. In fact, let's see, how much Proliferate do I actually have? Contentious Plan, Pollen Bright Druid, Plane-Wide Celebration, maybe. Varel plus Serrated Arrows can go really deep. And the reason this is good is you can proliferate the arrow counters and the -1/-1 counters. So this can just keep killing stuff. But Mana Gorge or Hydra just gets so big so quickly and can just take over games. I'm going to take the Hydra. I don't know if that was correct. It felt pretty good. Ooh, Verdur's Gearhulk. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, just taking like chunky things that blow up the board with counters, but it seems alright. Wooded Foothills can probably help. Living End is in this cube. Holy cow. They went deep. I respect it. Turn is actually not that good in a cube based on +1/+1 counters because you make them base power toughness 0/1, but then if they have counters on them, then they still keep their power toughness. So Turn Burn isn't like the 5 mana removal spell that you would see in like other formats. We're just going to take Wooded Foothills and hopefully, I'm imagining there's dual lands, so if we can get like a blue-green duel, I could put like 1 mountain in my deck and be good or something like that. Search for Tomorrow probably helps. I have somewhat demanding mana requirements and some good ramp payoffs with Genesis Hydra and Endless One. I need to read Longtusk Cub. I'm not super like interested in the beatdown strategy. And Untethered Express, 4 mana for a 4/4 trample. It's good, but I think I want Search for Tomorrow. Just making sure I can cast my spells. Whenever you cast a spell that's anything but blue, no, anything but green, put a counter on this. That's fine. I think I just want Song of the Dryads. Pretty versatile removal. Could also be ramp. So we did not wheel the Proliferate, but we did get the first row in games. I think this card's pretty nice. Cast out. What even is this? Cumulative upkeep, flip a coin. Whenever you win a coin flip, it deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever you lose a coin flip... What? That's so fun. I would need to play that in Commander. Basically, and you can choose which opponent gets to do the damage. That's actually pretty sweet in Commander, because if you have like friends, you can like say like, hey, let's partner up and kill that person. I'm on board with that. Relic Runner, I don't need that. Subtle Strike is interesting. Grasping Dunes is fine. I guess I'll just take Einok Bondkin. Probably not playing it, but you never know. Here's this thing. I don't know how important artifacts or enchantments are. So maybe I want Aether Swooper instead? No, I'm gonna take the Hydra, I guess. Whoa! It came around! Oh my gosh, let's take it. I could take Mystic Gate for my 1 copy of Detention Sphere and maybe Einok Bondkin, but Arrows is like the card for this deck. Merfolk Trickster, I think is better than the Ram Gang. I will take Turn Burn. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but you never know. Aether Spellbomb actually is kind of a good trick in this format. A lot of like synergies are based around putting a lot of counters on a creature. So if you can reset those counters, it's not a bad place to be. Here, I like Sylvan Caryatid. Contagion Engine. Ooh, that is some value. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, put a counter on this. And creatures with power less than this can't block creatures. So it makes your team unblockable. I would love to take Flooded Grove, but I think the 2-mana Accelerant is a little bit better. And I have... This deck is like almost done. I really want Contagion Engine, but I'm going to take this because I'm sure there are some other big ramp payoffs. Well, I can say that and then I get Astral Cornucopia. What is this? I have no idea what this card is. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, you get an experience counter. And then in the beginning of combat on your turn, put X counters on another creature where X is... What on earth? Okay. Don't quite know what's going on here. I have quite a few playables. I mean, this... So for 3 mana, it adds 1 mana of any color. If I can proliferate it, it goes much bigger. But I don't actually have that much proliferate now. But I do have some big X cards, which do not have trample. I'm going to get Steam Vents to go with Wooded Foothills, actually. That makes my mana nicer. Ooh, Voracious Hydra. That's removal and creature and ramp payoff. Simic Manipulators and Evolve. Remove counters from it. Gain control of target creature. Ooh, that seems good too. And Polluted Delta doesn't actually do a whole lot for us. I think I'm just going to take the Hydra. I mean, this is so good. It has trample too, right? Yeah, that's absurd. Then we get Tireless Tracker. Another creature that can get counters, draws us cards. This cube is fun. There's so many like good synergies here, and I'm just drafting like chunky dudes, which is a good way to start, right? Like draft something that's easy, and then as you see the format, get a better feel for it and do more interesting things next time. But I'll take the tracker. Gyre Sage. Oh, Tezzeret's Gambit. Uh-oh. I want both of these very badly. And actually, Gnarlid County is very good in this deck because these Hydras don't have trample, and trample seems very important. Oh boy. I mean, Gyre Sage, Song of the Dryads, Jing Yangu. I do have quite a bit of ramp. I kind of want to just take Tezzeret's Gambit. 3 mana draw 2 proliferate goes very well with Contentious Plan. Most of my creatures enter with counters. Oh, this is so hard. I think this is my plan. I take Tezzeret's Gambit because everybody wants it. And then... Oh, wait. I'm completely changing my game plan. I'm taking Shalai. You... Planeswalkers you control and other creatures have hexproof. And then you can put counters on your whole team. I think that's better, right? Ooh, Hardened... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's so many things here. Hardened Scales, if one or more counters will be placed on a creature, it does that many +1. So that's only very good if you have like incremental additions. It's not so good with like X creatures or whatever. Triumph for the Hordes is funny. Face Fetters might be the card I take. I don't really have the best white fixing though. Search your library for Construct is fine. And then Reflecting Pool gives me double green quite easily. So what is Hardened Scales good with? Contentious Plan, Varel, Fungal Behemoth. Sure, I'll take it. I don't know if I'm playing it though. Ooh, Steady Progress, Proliferate, draw a card. There's so many things. So many things going on here. Most of my creatures are green, so I might just take Oran Wreath the Vastwood. That's kind of similar to Steady Progress, but like it's just a land. I know Power Conduit's pretty nice. You can move around counters. This can get your creatures very big. I love Nissa. Steady Progress seems good, but I think I gotta take Oran Reef. Bioessence Hydra. So I don't have that many Planeswalkers, so it's just gonna be a 5-mana 4/4. Yeah, probably not doing that. I do like Avenger though. That seems like a really nice payoff for us. Basically, like you play Avenger, you get lands. You play land, and then you put counters on all your Avengers. If we have Oran Reef, when we play Avenger of Zendikar, we can like put counters on all of them. That seems like a one-man army right there. Flooded Grove, I probably just want to take for mana concerns. I like Kitchen Finks, but I have like a million playables, and I need to find things to cut here. I'm not sure if I stand by my Shalai pick, but it seems nice. Okay, so we got Cornucopia back. We also got Jadelight Ranger. Kazmina is fine. Make a wizard, draw a card, sure. I guess I'll just take Jadelight. I don't know. Simic Manipulator, that's something I'm very excited about, actually. I think I like them more than Wicker Ball because we have the... This looks like a turtle. It is a turtle. We have the turtle, which is very similar. Simic, what does this do? Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, put a time counter. No, I don't need a 2-mana 3/3. This is a 3-mana 1/2 that can move counters. I mean, I guess. Whoa, they both came around. I think I'm gonna take Gnarlid County actually because it gives all of my team trample. That's really hard. I wanted them both so badly. Courage and Crisis Proliferate. Jeez. Okay. I have so many playables and I don't know what to take. I think I'm getting rid of Plane-Wide Celebration. And then we'll move to Deck Builder and then see what's happening. Alright, what do we got going on here? I'm gonna move these over here. I don't know if I need to main deck Einok Bondkin. It seems okay. I actually have the mana for Domri's Ambush with Wooded Foothills Steam Vents. Marsh Flats doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe I don't need this card. I think I do want white for Shalai, because that seems like a really good effect in this deck. I need to cut some 3-drops though, which I think I need Detention Sphere because it is good removal. Song of the Dryad, Search for Tomorrow is a 1-drop. I don't know if I'm going to play Courage and Crisis or Simic Flux Mage. So Leech Bonder, the problem is it has to untap, but if we can get Leech Bonder with Song of Freyalise, it's actually never going to work with Jing Yangu either. So I think I'm just not going to play Leech Bonder. That's okay. I like Glenn. I don't like Merfolk Trickster. This is honestly probably not the best Hardened Scales deck. It seems a little bit win more. Maybe I can side in Song of the Dryads because I have some amount of removal. I don't know. That seems okay. Hydra seems good. This seems great. draw 2 cards, create a gold. Like, this does everything. It's just kind of slow. But you can proliferate it to make it go faster. I have a bunch of X payoffs. Is this even good? So it's a 4 mana creature with power toughness equal to the number of +1/+1 counters. And you can suspend it for like 4 to start putting counters on stuff. That seems alright. Do I need it though? Like, this already adds counters. This taps for mana. I'm not sure I actually need this Fungal Behemoth. Man, I still have to cut so many cards. And this one I'll put like here. Make my curve feel better. Either like 7 drops or something. I mean, Varel seems very good with these big Hydras because I could just double the counters on it. You know, I could cut white. That would make my Shalai pick not so good. If I cut white, then I don't even have to play Prophetic Prism. And then my like mana is a lot better. But my removal's pretty bad here. I have Simic Manipulator, which is kind of removal. Serrated Arrows, Voracious Hydra is like, that's about it. I think that's actually okay. So we're going to play Wooded Foothills plus Steam Vents. This can let us grab blue-green. Prismatic Vista, Flooded Grove, Foreign Reef. I kind of like 16 lands plus Search for Tomorrow, Aether Spellbomb, and like some 2-mana creatures. 9-2. I think I need more than 2. This gives me 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green sources, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. I think I'm actually going to go up. So 16 land with Search for Tomorrow as like an honorary land. I think I like that. I don't know. We're going to try this with all these Hydras and just see how that works. I have so many sideboard cards that I have no idea how good they are. Maybe I want this. You can proliferate 4 times. I think I'm going to wait on that. We're going to run it like this. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against AJV20. We're on the play, and we're going to mulligan. This hand's alright. We got Pollen Bride Druid, Endless One. I can get rid of, I guess, Steam Vents. I don't need red. Yeah, we'll get rid of Steam Vents. And then, I don't really mind drawing lands, so we're just going to lead on Forest. And then we're going to go, I think, just turn 2, put a counter on Pollen Bride Druid, and then I can Contentious Plan for some Proliferate action. Okay, now I have all the colors I need, so now we can fetch. Just a, you know, minor deck thinning. It doesn't matter that much, but maybe we're going to play this, put a counter on it. Pass turn. Probably just going to land a 3/3 Endless One. Dire Fleet Hoarder, sure. Yeah, definitely just going to make it 3/3. Play this, make this big. Now I can block their Hoarder. Next turn I can Contentious Plan. Or if I draw a spell or a land, I guess I can wait, then Gear Hulk and then Contentious Plan. But I think getting a 3/3 and a 4/4 seems quite good enough. Opponent's 3 colors. What even is this? Can't attack unless you control 4 or more artifacts. And at the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died. And it's a 5/4 flyer, but it can block. Interesting. Do I wait for the Contentious Plan? It's based, I don't think I need to. We're just going to go Island Plan. Because if I draw a play here, that's really nice. And I'm missing out on basically 1 counter here. And I get to suspend this. Alright. And that's a lot better than drawing a random land there. Do I trade Endless One for Gadrak? I think that's actually okay. Okay, they get 2 treasures. Maybe that's bad. I think that's probably bad. Wait, why did they? Oh, the beginning of your end step. Okay. All these alternate arts are really messing with me. Like, I can't even, like, recognize Creeping Tar Pit or anything. Like, this doesn't even really look like a Magic card so much. I'm not saying it looks bad. I think it looks pretty cool, but just, there's so much change. I feel like an old man, you know? Complaining about, like, the cards looking different or whatever. Aggro Constrictor. Enters the battlefield with 2 counters, so it's a 3-mana 2/2 Menace. I don't mind that. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna have to wait on Oran Reef. It's a good card, but not today. So we're gonna make 2 counters here. That makes it have 6 power, so if they double block, then this kills both of them. I kind of like this. So this makes this into a 4/4. They really don't have any good blocks if I do this. I could have also made them all 5/5s, but attack like this. Interesting. Okay, they go to 15. I have a lot of big dudes. If Crux of Fate is in this format, I will be in big trouble. Butcher Ghoul, okay. But again, this only triggers during your end step. Ian Kieran, that's also fine. So this thins my deck a little bit. I have so much blue. Let's just get green. Play Oran Reef. I don't even think I want to play Sylvan Caryatid. And what happens if I just swing out? Because they want creatures to die on their turn. I mean, their blocks are not great. They can block with this and this on Endless One. But then they still have to deal with everything else. Yeah, we'll just swing out. Oh, okay. They go to 6. I mean, is there... that attack makes me want to just play out Sylvan Caryatid. I don't know. If they're, like, planning to do something crazy and get aggressive here, maybe. I want a blocker. Okay. 5/5 Endless One. If they're at 6 life, that's pretty low. Glenalendra's pretty nice. It's not a green creature for Oran Reef, but that's fine. Now my attacks are not that good, though. Because if I attack with Endless One, they just block with Endless One Butcher Ghoul. I'm trading my 6/6 for their 5/5, so as much as I don't like it, I think I do just have to play Glen and pass. I mean, they're at 6 and I'm at 19. Creeping Tarpit is going to do some work, though. That is something I need to deal with. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. So whenever an artifact dies, I lose life equal to this power. And I lose 4 life now if an artifact dies. And if a creature dies, then they're going to get treasure tokens. Oh, that's bad. Is it non-token? Yeah, okay. That's bad. So basically every creature that dies on their turn, I lose 4 life. And I'm just drawing land. Okay. Go. Soul Diviner, this seems insane. Remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker, draw a card. So they can like go infinite with Butcher Ghoul. Yikes. I don't like this. So they're sacking Glen. So they get 1 treasure. Yeah. Now they can sack the treasure to do 4. First to Roan games is a start, I guess. Unfortunately, this is not a green creature. It's just a white creature. Yeah. Pass turn, I think. I'm at 15. The problem is, how do I get through this? I guess I'm kind of okay trading with Butcher Ghoul or P and Kieran now. It's just not a good attack. I think I'm in trouble. Is this just any artifact? This is so bad. Grim Poppet. Uh-oh. Remove a counter from it, put a counter on another creature. I think I'm just dead. So they kill Glen. They get a treasure. They can kill their own Thopter, and they can kill... Okay, they Thoughtseize my forest. They go down to 3 life, actually. I don't think they can kill me here. They kill their own ghoul. I think I am dead, because I can't block that. Then they get 2 treasures, maybe 3. Oh, that triggers it. Okay, then I'm very dead. Yeah, I forgot that the Thopter token. That's a lot of cool synergy. Then they just sack those and I die. Okay, sweet. From the opponent's perspective, not great for mine. I need removal. Their deck seems not the strongest, but definitely something like Shalai giving me hexproof seems very nice. We're definitely bringing in Shalai Detention Sphere. I'm not in love with the first Roan games. It felt kind of slow. Just having reach is nice, I guess. One-Bright Druid, Gnarlid County, giving Trample would be good. Aether Spellbound is okay. Actually, Spellbound's not that good against them. And then we're going to add in Plains here. I also need Prism in that case. At which point I guess I can play Domri's Ambush. I don't really need Glen. She's fine, but they didn't have that many non-creature spells. Did we cut another forest? Because I had 16 before. But I need a mountain for Domri's Ambush. At which point I guess I want Turn Burn. So yeah, we're going way up in removal. And we're getting rid of some stuff. I like all of these. Like kind of a lot. Didn't feel like I needed Steelbane Hydra. I like the rest of these. Turnburn, maybe it's not that good. I like the ambush, it kills their things. I don't know what to cut, guys, help! I guess it will be 1 mountain. Ah, it's so good though. I'm gonna cut an island and run it like that. Alright, let's go first. Okay. If I draw land, we're good. Search for Tomorrow being search instead of a land might hurt us by 1 turn, because that was the card I would have cut for a land if I needed, but the fact that it can get a land of any color is kind of nice. They Thoughtseize. Oh, Mortician Beetle. Okay. Land? Steam Vents. Oh, that's so good. Now I can go Steam Vents untapped. Play the Prism. Contentious Plan. So it depends on what I want to do. They can Scrap Heap Scrounger. Okay. Cast this. I have Prophetic Prism, so I'm just going to get Forced because I have a couple double green spells. Simic Manipulator is an 0-1. I'm going to go for that actually. It's kind of risky, but if they don't have a way to deal with it, I could just yoink the Mortician Beetle. And I'd rather have this die than my Mana Gorger Hydra. Okay. Well, I get to steal their Beetle at least. Not drawing lands, which means I'm taking some damage, but the old 1-1 Evolve the Manipulator strategy. They have like a Fatal Push? No? Okay, so definitely not going to steal it until it's untapped. I kind of want to steal the Soul Diviner, but I'm probably just going to kill that with Domri's Ambush. Bloodchief's Thirst kicked on the Hydra, so that dies. Okay, I'm going to steal their Beetle. Oh, let me think about this. They can't even attack with the Beetle, and I can just play Contentious Plan and then steal Soul Diviner. Okay, let's wait then. The Beetle's not doing too much for me, or for them. So I'll just take the hit for 5. It is a lot, but okay, land there was really good, because now I can just make a Voracious Hydra. Forest, play this. This is just gain control of it forever. Yeah, so I make this as a 2-2. And I think I'm just going to double. I don't care that much about the Beetle. This evolves, and then we steal this before they can do anything. You can control target creature with power less than or equal to the number of counters. So move 2. Okay, sweet. And then I can start re-evolving Simic Manipulator. I can play Serrated Arrows. Okay, Thoughtseize is okay, but my hand's full of good stuff. So like, there's no one card they can take that would disrupt me. I think taking Serrated Arrows is their best bet because that plus Contentious Plan is very scary. Unless they have something big here. Price of Betrayal. Okay, I don't like that. I go to 4? Okay. Oh, this stays alive. Beautiful. Ether Poisoner, Death Touch. Do I want to block with Voracious Hydra? That's the question. They have 1 card in hand? I think I'm going to 4. They're 2 lands away from Marionette Master. Sylvan Caryatid is also good. But my Proliferate doesn't do much now. I'd rather wait so that I can go like Contentious Plan, Sylvan Caryatid after I have Serrated Arrows. And I'm just going to kill the Aether Poisoner now. Last turn. I'm actually okay trading Soul Diviner. Actually, maybe I'll just chump the Scrap Heap Scrounger now. Interesting attack with the Beetle. I'll block like this. Okay. We survived. We get a tracker. So let's... The problem is killing Scrap Heap Scrounger doesn't really do anything because they have so many creatures. So we really want to take control of it with Simic Manipulator, which I actually can do. So I can go Sylvan Caryatid, Evolve, and then Contentious Plan to Proliferate. Proliferate. Part of me wants to Serrated Arrows my Sylvan Caryatid so I can draw cards. Is that bad? That seems kind of greedy, but not the most greedy. Sure. Contentious Plan, Proliferate. Double, double, double. Steal their... Oh, I messed up. For some reason I thought it would have 3 power. Okay. Last turn. Yeah, for some reason I thought I could take it. That's bad. I'm at 4. But next turn I can play Gear Hulk on Manipulator and then just yoink it that way. They attack there. I guess I'll just block, trade, draw a card. And this one's pretty good too. They have a Persist. They have 1 card in hand. Scrap Heap Scrounger plus Marionette Master is kind of an issue. So we'll see what happens. Victimize. So they want to get back Soul Diviner, Mortician Beetle. What if I just steal their thing? Okay. I'll take your Goblin, your Victimize does nothing? Seems good to me. Gnarlid County. Go Verter's Gear Hulk. And I want Evolve to happen before I put the counters, but I think I'm just going to put them all in Simic Manipulator. This evolves, then it gets big. So I could just steal anything they play. I'm still going to attack them for 5, but they have no cards in hand and I could just take anything of theirs. Oh, I forgot to attack with the Goblin. I don't think it matters. Okay, they make a Dragon. So we're going to steal this dragon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then play Gnarlid County Colony. Level up Simic Manipulator. Play Tireless Tracker. I have to remember that they can get back their Scrap Heap Scrounger, so that's something to note. I don't really want to go to 3. So this evolves. Then I get a treasure token, which can actually let Gadrick attack next turn if I want to, which is kind of fun. Attack with these two. I don't think I get any treasures, but they're super dead next turn, and I can block their Scrap Heap with Gadrick. Yeah. I could also just steal it by appropriately using Endless One now. Okay, on to game 3. Yeah, I feel like having removal against their deck just is a lot better. So I like all these things. I kind of really want to bring back Turn Burn, but it feels like it's not the most necessary, so we'll just run it back. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's got Varel plus Hydra. Gnarlid County, I can play Caryatid early. As long as they don't Thoughtseize my Sylvan Caryatid, we should be okay. Ooh, and I can... Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Oran Reef looks very nice in this hand. Dreadhorde Butcher becomes a 2/2. As long as they don't have any way to give it more counters, we're fine. I'm not gonna wait to Oran Reef Sylvan Caryatid. That seems way too slow, but I can like Oran Reef Varel and start pumping that. Nether Trader. Haste Shadow 1/1. Whenever another creature is put in your graveyard, you may pay black. If you do, bring it back. Okay. So I take 1. Sure. I also like Detention Sphere. Let's go with a 2/5 Varel. That seems pretty good. Go ahead. And I do have Oran Reef plus Avenger, which is going to be so sweet. Okay. They play Price of Betrayal to remove 1 counter from Varel. Okay. Fair enough. I will be Detention Sphering Dreadhorde Butcher, I think. Because when it dies, it deals damage. Yeah, I can't really deal with that. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'd rather hold up Caryatid. So let's go Prismatic Vista for white. I know it's worse with Avenger, but I think Avenger is going to be good enough as it is. Need blue. Blue, green, white. Detention Sphere, the Butcher. And we're going to wait on the colony, because this has Shadow, so I can't block it anyway. Direfleet Hoarder, sure. When it misses land drops, I go to 13. Song of Freylease is pretty good. 3, 4, 5. So I can just play Gnarlid Colony here, pretty big. That much. Put a counter on it. It's a 5/5 trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So next turn we can go like Genesis Hydra, Song of Freylease maybe. Yawgmoth's pretty good with Nether Trader. That's for sure. I guess I can't block. So I draw Steam Vents. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can just play Avenger of Zendikar here, but I'll be 1 short. I think I'm much better off going just a big Genesis Hydra for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be X equals 4. Oh, this is hard. Yawgmoth is a problem. I think I take 2. And I guess I'm just better off using this mana to cast Genesis Hydra, holding back Sylvan Caryatid. The hopes that I hit another permanent. Alright, I hit a lot of good permanents. Mana Gorger Hydra is very bad against Yawgmoth, so I guess I just take Serrated Arrows. Then I have a 4/4. And pass turn. And this is whenever another creature is put to the graveyard, you may pay black to get it back immediately. And I think the late game is going to be so good for me, so I'm not going to attack. I could be wrong. Yawgmoth is a very strong card, but they only have 2 creatures in play, so yeah, they floated black mana and then passed priority. Respectable. That must have been a misclick. I will take 1 off the Nether Trader. Because they'll sack to draw cards. Yeah, I'll take 1. They do nothing. Alright, let's kill Direfleet Hoarder. So they're gonna sack Nether Trader, sack Hoarder, draw 2, put 2 counters on something. Yeah. There's a lot of triggers here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, they get a treasure, they get Nether Trader, they shrink my Hydra. Okay. That's good. In fact, that's quite good. So they can make this into a 3/3, but then this will pump up to a 4/4. I want to get down Song of Freyalise now. If I kill Yawgmoth, their like infinite value engine goes away. So we play Song of Freyalise. Whenever another creature is put in graveyard from the battlefield. That's just any creature. Okay, so we play this first. Creatures get abilities. Then we're going to add blue. This is going to add blue-green. Then we Domri's Ambush. Counter on Gnarlid County, and it deals damage to Yawgmoth. They shrink it to draw a card, that's fine. So if this resolves, Yawgmoth still dies. Nice, okay, so they can get back Nether Trader. I don't really think that's too big of a deal. I hit them for 7. Next turn I Avenger of Zendikar, and then it gets pumped by Song of Freyalise. So basically, if I draw a spell next turn, that's great. If I draw a land next turn, that's also fine. I think I want to Serrated Arrows the Nether Trader. I should have done it after they attacked though, because they could have like killed something and then paid black to get it back. Marionette Master. Okay. That's actually not that scary now, because if they make tokens, that's fine. If they don't make tokens, they just have a 4/6 that does... They do have 1 treasure, so I guess that is something. Prism. Okay, creatures get bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I don't even have a good attack with Gnarlid County, do I? 7 for Avenger. Oh, I need green. Oh, blood green. Then put counters on all of them. It's almost like playing a land. Then I pass turn. I can respond to them sacrificing their treasure token by Serrated Arrowsing the Marionette Master. This card's crazy scary with treasures though. Like, holy cow, is that good? Oh, geez. So this is whenever any artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. So if I activate Serrated Arrows, I actually die because this dies on my upkeep. And this can only hit creatures. So I think I just let this happen. I don't activate Serrated Arrows. Otherwise they could kill their own Grim Poppet. And that would be bad. Okay, they kill my plant. I mean, they're taking well more than lethal here. Yeah, so we just don't activate Serrated Arrows. They get bigger. I get to Prophetic Prism. Sure, okay. And then I just attack with everything. Seems good. Indestructible Trample Vigilance is a good series of things. That was very close. If I had activated Serrated Arrows, I think I might have maybe gone to 1. No, I think I would have died, because I Serrated Arrows, this goes down to 3. And then this has 3 power. Then they sack their treasure, put me down to 6. Then this can kill itself, I think. Maybe not. If this can't kill itself, then obviously it doesn't work. But if it does, I go down to 3. And then this dies on my upkeep. So that was really close. See you guys next round. Well, I'm actually going to keep this hand. My deck's full of X spells. So like, I can take good advantage of having a lot of lands. And I also have Oran Reef the Vastwood. So it's kind of like a spell land, because oftentimes I'm going to want to use this to put counters on creatures rather than casting spells. It's like, not the best hand in the world, but if I mulliganed and saw this hand with 1 less land, I would keep it. So it makes sense to me to just keep this hand. Also, my opponent mulliganed to 5, so pretty good start. Although, if I draw like 2 lands, it's kind of like mulliganing to 5. I draw the Great Henge, which is pretty good. I'm going to lead on Oran Reef because it enters tapped. I don't see a good reason to play Song of Freyalise on turn 2. Wow, okay, Inkwealth Maxis. You know, for a mull to 5, their hand's quite good. Devoted Druid leveling up Experiment 1. A bunch of scary things going on there. And I'm drawing land, okay. We're going to grab Steam Vents with Wooded Foothills, just to try and get lands out of our deck. If we can just draw like 1 or 2 creatures, I think we can win this game. Or at least have a decent chance at winning. But if our opponent... Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I take it all back. This is one of the most insane mulls to 5. I mean, maybe this is a cube where you're supposed to mulligan more. Because that's like really scary. I just have a bunch of lands, okay. I take 4, go to 14. This is the person who took my Evolution Sage, I'm sure. Grab Steam Vents tapped. And here's where like, turn burn doesn't do anything against things like Experiment 1. That's a forest. Alright, let's play a Lonely Simic Manipulator. And take 7? Alright. I mean, I guess that's on me for not mulliganing so aggressively. Oh, I can steal their Devoted Druid though. That's at least worth something. Okay, well, they need the mana for something. Oh my goodness. What is this? I mean, alright, I mean, this is why mulliganing exists. Holy cow. What a draw. So this gives them 2 basic land cards. This is so insane, right? So if this pops, not only do they get counters on this, they get 2 lands, which then lets them double proliferate. I'm taking 8. Okay, Jade Light Ranger is actually a good draw. So we can go Forest, double green for Jade Light. That helps. We double Explore. Steelbane Hydra can kill the Great Henge. But I think what I can draw that would be better than that. Like, basically, does this save me? I think I want this on top, because I don't want lands. Then we put a counter here, so this is a 5/4. Okay, that's not the worst. I can try and steal their Devoted Druid, but I think I would rather steal their Inkmoth Nexus. Or, I guess having a blocker makes sense too. Because if they play... I mean, I guess they would have to top deck whatever they're drawing, but if they play any creature, then I need to have 2 blockers to be able to survive. What is this? Legendary artifact. Whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, if it had counters, put those counters on it. At the beginning of combat, you may move all counters from the Ozolith onto a creature. Yikes. Okay. Well, they're gonna at least be able to get the -1 counters from Devoted Druid. Ooh, wait, this works quite nicely, right? I can steal their Inkmoth Nexus now? I like that more than Devoted Druid. Okay. Gain control of target creature with power less than or equal. So we just remove 1. They tap it for mana, but that's mine. And they can't kill me. I go to 1. Right? This is 3 or more counters. Okay. So I get to trade off. This actually went kind of well. I know they're gonna like power up the Ozolith, which is slightly frustrating, but it is what it is. I now have Inkmoth Nexus as a land. So this is going to become a 6/6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is hard. I'm at 1 life, so Prismatic Vista I just cannot cast. Forest. So I can play Steelbane Hydra as a 2/2, but I kind of want it bigger so I can start Great Henging. So I guess we're just going to play this as big as it can get, and then chump block with Simic Manipulator. This evolves. Yeah, this gives them 1 extra turn of Devoted Druid nonsense. This is just beginning of combat. Yeah, okay. So we pass turn. I think I need to hold back Simic Manipulator. I know I can steal Devoted Druid for 0, but I need to fade a creature. Champion of Lamholt. Okay, that's actually quite nice. I could just steal that and chump block with it, right? Steal this. Alright, that works out. Now I have a 2/2. They do get to draw a card, but now I can double block Experiment 1, which is something. I think more likely I'm just going to chump block with Champion, and then steal Devoted Druid, kill the Great Henge. Because this doesn't have trample? Yeah, we'll just block here. Because they can remove 2 counters to regenerate. So they trade with my Steelbane, and then it becomes a 4/4. I think this is better. They drew a land. Ooh, that's very good. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can play Verdur's Gearhulk. This puts 4 counters, so this is going to gain 5 total counters. I don't think I actually need that. I think I'm just going to put it all onto my Gearhulk. No, my Steelbane Hydra. Say, okay. That gives it 7 power, so I can play Great Henge for 2 mana. Then we go Forest, the Great Henge. I don't quite have enough mana to kill their Ozolith, but I guess at this point I have 2 blockers, so I feel pretty comfortable stealing their Devoted Druid. And I'll do that on upkeep in case they forget to kill it. Oh, I guess I can also tap this for Song of Freyalise. Okay, so now they get abilities. I just have to hold on for 1 more turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it just cuts them off 1 mana. I'm actually just going to wait with Simic Manipulator. Being able to steal any 2-power creature they play before the Great Henge gets it is nice. And if they don't draw a creature, right? They've only drawn 3 lands in 7 turns. Like, okay, they drew a spell, which is unfortunate. But if they had just drawn a land, I'd be... Okay, I get to steal that too. Oh, this is great. Gain control of this. Remove one counter. Thank you. Simic Manipulator's insane. They get to draw a card, which is fine. Barkhide Troll. Okay. They draw another card. I'm going to kill the Great Henge very soon. They don't have any good attacks. What? Okay. I was like, why? How does that make sense? Sweet. And then if I draw a creature, I can start drawing cards. I draw a very good creature. Creatures gain the ability to add mana. Play Varel. I don't think it matters what order I do this in. This cube is a lot of fun. I evolve, this gets bigger. We'll play a land. I will activate Oran Reef. And we're gonna kill the Great Henge. I have 3 mana available. I'm just gonna pass turn. I have great blockers. Actually, I'm gonna steal their Devoted Druid on upkeep. They only have 3 mana. Like, that doesn't do that much. And I'm gonna remove 0 counters. I think this works, right? Power less than or equal. So we're just gonna... Oh, you have to remove 1. I think that's still okay. We'll just steal this. Now, the Ozolith can add -1/-1 counters to a creature if they want to activate it, which is, like, not good. That was an amazing draw, but I don't think it's going to get him out of it. And they can remove a counter to give this hexproof. So, they can shrink one of their creatures if they ever want. Oh! That's not cool! Never mind. I'm kind of upset now. Good play by the opponent. That's not how I thought that works, but apparently it is. And yeah, this is oh my goodness. So that happens. Then Pollen Ride Druid happens. Then I draw a card. I don't even think I tapped the Great Henge for life, but I don't think it matters. Proliferate. They might actually die from just this turn. Okay, draw land, it doesn't really matter. This. We play Forest. Move to... I guess I can level this up. Oh, it's level 1 already. Alright, that's fine enough. Move to attacks. It's a 4/5. 8. 14. Are they dead? That's 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus 5 is 19. 22. So if I double this, I think they just die. What's happening? Add blue-green this way. Then activate. The old 16/16 takes it down! Okay. They did mulligan to 5, so I can't be too excited, but that was pretty good still. Given that, I kind of like my more consistent mana base. Although removal does seem pretty nice against them. But I think I kind of just like my more consistent mana base. Although Shalai is a very good, like, mirror breaker, because her just sitting there makes it so they can't really do anything. So if I bring in Shalai, I can bring in Detention Sphere. But we're just going to go off. Simic Manipulator was so unbelievably strong in that game. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand. It's like the exact opposite of the previous hand, where before I had 2 spells and 5 lands. Well, that's a good one to draw. Now I have 2 lands and 5 spells. But like, if I draw a single 3rd land, I have like Jade Light Ranger plus a bunch of stuff, and my opponent did not have like 15 power on turn 1. Am I missing a stop here, or is the opponent just F6ing? I'm not sure, but we're going to go... play the Gnarlid County because I actually want creatures down, so Song of Freylease like ramps me more. Maybe I think I got rid of a stop in my upkeep. I'm gonna put it back. Next turn we're gonna go Tireless Tracker, most likely. And then I can go Song of Freylease, Jade Light Ranger the following turn. Okay, I like Evolution Sage being their first play. Avenger is also very good. So let's go Flooded Grove. I'm okay trading off, I don't think they will. And if they do, that's like fine. Play the Tracker. And then we just really want to hit a land next turn. Which we should be able to do off Jade Light Ranger. They can proliferate nothing. No! Not chill. Oh, they didn't. Okay, that's not bad. They're willing to offer a trade. I don't think I take it. That's like, I need this mana. I also draw Wooded Foothills, which is very good. And here we can go Song of Freylease. Yeah. Because Great Henge costs 6 mana right now. Yeah, we go Song of Freylease. Creatures gain abilities. Play Wooded Foothills. Fetch. I guess I just grab Forest. Do another thing. I think at this point I'm more interested in just playing out a Jade Light Ranger. Need green. because I want to get my Avenger of Zendikar down. Ooh, Varel's very good. But I also need land drops. How much mana do I have next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a land. Alright. Last turn. So now the Great Henge costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not so bad. We'll see what happens. Okay, so they can support 2. They can level up my creatures and then draw cards if they need to. But they can also do this and then proliferate and get a giant army. Nesting Grounds. Move a counter from target permanent you control onto another target permanent. Only at sorcery speed. That's a lot of damage though. Fortunately, I can trade Jadelight Ranger for Evolution Sage if I need to. Oh my goodness. Oh, they have the combo again, right? This is just gonna pop. It's gonna become a 7/8, and then they're gonna double proliferate to make it into a 9. Yikes, that's a problem. Yep, double proliferate. I think they should have attacked with Evolution Sage then. That's so sick. The fact that they pulled that off twice is so cool. So I need to draw land, like, very badly here. Oh, interesting. They leveled up my Song of Freylease. That's pretty bad for me, actually. Wait. What? Did they level it up again? That would be insane, right? Why did they do that? Okay, I mean, I guess they didn't want me attacking them, but they've indestructible now, so now I can just block. And I only take 2 damage. I'm actually not that mad about that. How much does this cost? Oh, I actually can't cast it here. Let's Contentious Plan. Because if I draw a land... Actually, Contentious Plan just lets me cast the Great Henge anyway. We're going really deep here. Level these up. Where's the Ruin Games? Okay, so I play the Great Henge now. Why does that cost 1 more? Why am I miscounting? Alright, Tireless Tracker, Crack a Clue. I really just want to hit a land here. Did not. I think we might be dead. No land there was really rough. I mean, they have a 9/10. There's a chance that I can survive, because I do have a lot of powerful creatures. As long as they don't have a land, which is a weird thing to hope my opponent doesn't have. That one I don't care about. Although it is actually pretty good with Nesting Ground. I don't like this. Do they then have a land? Okay, interesting. They should have activated Nesting Grounds to put a counter on Jennifer's Patron so they could proliferate more. But I'm not complaining. So I really want to keep a 6-power creature alive, if possible. I'm actually going to take the Voracious Thing. This comes back with 3 power. I think that's fine. I'll just block with the Gnarlid County here. Take 10, go to 4. I know they can then move the Strangleroot guy's counter over, but it's not worth taking extra damage. Yeah, they should have done that, I think, before combat, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. So I need a land. That's actually pretty good. It's not a land, but it is pretty good. So I can play this and proliferate, then play the Great Henge. I mean, if they hit a land, I'm like super dead here, but I can chump block some things. Proliferate. This. This is one heck of a matchup. Play the Great Henge. Crack the Clue immediately, because I could draw a land here. And this also levels up Tireless Tracker. There's our land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this lets me play Avenger of Zendikar. So I do play it here. And then pass turn. There is a good chance that I can still go bigger than them. Avenger of Zendikar plus the Great Henge is... Well, they draw a land. Boy. I still think Avenger of Zendikar plus the Great Henge might be good enough. But I do have to, like, double chump here. I think if I get out of this turn, like, without too much damage, I'll be in good shape. Because this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all going to become 1/2s. Then I can play land because I'm going to draw, like, 30 cards. Unless it's non-token. No, it's non-token! Oh, I messed up. I did not know that. Okay, so that thing is becoming a 12/13. Okay. Well, right now my double block with Tireless Tracker Jadelight Ranger on Voracious Hydra is okay. What does this look like? I do that. This block's here. I chump with Gnarlid County. I take 5 and go to 1. Right? Because this does 12 and this is 13 toughness. Yeah, this seems okay. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst position I've ever been in, because they can only kill one of my 2 big creatures. It was smart for them to move the counter over, though, because otherwise I could have blocked with Tireless Tracker on the Evolution Sage, and that would have been bad. Man, I didn't know Avenger of Zendikar didn't work with the Great Henge. Wildborn Preserver. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, put a counter on it and draw a card. So I'm at 1. I'm going to go up to 3. But their big trampler is gone. So I think Avenger of Zendikar actually does pretty good work here, especially if I can hit a land off the top. Yeah, nothing has trample. Draw a card. Perfect. There's our land. Nice. Then we play our land, they get big. Somehow we're right back in this. Jade Light Ranger holds down the fort against most creatures. I think the late game favors me tremendously, so I'm just going to wait. My hand is completely full. So we need them to miss. I mean, lands is not even that good here because I can just chump block. This has been a crazy game, regardless of the outcome. But the distinct lack of trample on my opponent's creatures, I think, is hopefully going to save us here. Oh, that's cool. So they can draw a card this way. Clever. Okay, I'm at 3, but I'm going to gain life. And they hit a land? Jeez. I mean, you know, either they hit a land or they hit more spells, so it can only go one of 2 ways. And they proliferate my plant to give themselves more cards. That's kind of fun. So I need to go wide, because that's 8 damage. This is bad now. They drew another spell. They drew Primal Might! Oh gosh. Wow, what a series of draws. I might be dead now. That was incredible. Because now I have to chump block a lot. Maybe not, because I can still trade Jade Light Ranger for Reverent Hunter because it's a fight effect. The downside is that they killed my Avenger before I could make my plants bigger. And that makes the squirrels way more deadly. I mean, I do have to block this. So we'll just block here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think actually I might be okay, despite that draw, which was quite good. Because I get to go... I don't have any artifacts or enchantments I want to kill. I want to Gearhulk all of my plants, I think. So let's Wildborn Preserver. This gets bigger. Ooh, that's very good, I think. I think I can stack this so that Voracious Hydra can kill their Deep Forest Hermit. And that makes their attacks, like, very bad. I think I can stack this. So this definitely goes last. This is going to fight the Hermit. And I'm not going to pay for Wildborn Preserver here. Ooh, and I draw Mana Gorger Hydra? That's pretty good as well. So I can Mana Gorger Hydra and then make Wildborn Preserver have 1 more toughness. Okay, that'll scale really nicely. And I want to draw first, because if I hit a land, that changes things. Maybe not, we'll just pay. Play Steam Vents tapped. I think I might be winning this, unless they draw something really ridiculous. Servant of the Scale. Okay. I don't think that matters. When it dies, put X counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of counters on it. So I mean, they can start moving counters over, but that's not the best thing. They have a very awkward card draw engine. Nissa does flip. Okay. And Nissa does give them a Proliferate. Yikes. But they triggered it wrong because they wanted Nissa to flip before they proliferate, so Nissa can go higher. They proliferate to draw a card. What a game. I mean, this is magic. So they hit a forest, they proliferate again. So Nissa should be at 6 counters. They play their own Hydra. Okay, I love it. This is gonna get out of hand. I mean, my Hydra is much bigger. They attack with the Geist. Sure, we'll attack block here. I don't know if I have any other way to give Wildborn Preserver trample. They got rid of my Song of Freyalise. Oh, that's quite good. Doesn't have trample though. No. This has trample though. Alright, let's... I think I want to lead with Zhang Wangyu. Whatever his name is, Zhang Yangu. All my creatures can add mana. The Hydras get bigger. 1, 2, 3... Don't really care about the first row in games actually. So... Actually, let's just play this. I think I'm just going to make a giant Steelbane Hydra. My Hydra gets bigger, theirs gets bigger. So now if they have the Great Henge, I can kill it. I want to draw before I activate the fox. Search for tomorrow doesn't do anything. Let's say no to the fox. What do we even do here? Like, I guess I go ahead and play the first row in games. Gives me a token. And then Jang Yangu is going to make Jade Light Ranger 3/3/4/4. Yeah, I'm gonna make this big enough to eat their Evolution Sage. And then pass turn. Nissa is a problem though. Wait, I might just die to Nissa. Hang on, I think I might have messed up. Maybe not. Because if they go... No, they can't, never mind. I was gonna say, if they go land, uptick Nissa, but they can't do that and also ultimate Nissa, so I think we're safe. Archive Troll, I think at this point I really need to preserve my time, because game 3 is definitely a possibility. If they level up my first row in games, I'm gonna put it on my soldier, I guess. Okay, they draw. We're the same. Is this a must or a may? I have to draw a card whenever I play a non-token creature. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm like, I really want to win this game, but there's a chance that it comes down to time, so I'm also trying to play to time here. Nissa's going to ultimate. Kyre Sage, sure. Yeah, the endless stream of generous patron card draw is... it's definitely something. I think this is going to go down to time. I don't see a way to win this. Like, attacking just seems so bad. They're going to be able to ultimate Nissa. They draw even more. I mean, they look like they're drawing towards something. Maybe they have an overrun. Draga Tree Speaker's fine. Level it up. Okay. Sure. So if they don't attack, then I just crack a clue. I draw land, that's fine. I mean, I think I'm just going to, like, make a giant fox and try and have all my creatures untapped. Ooh, Endless One's very good too. We'll put this on the human. I guess that way it taps for mana. Play land. Play Verter's Gearhulk. I don't even know what to do here. Hydra. I'm just trying to like spread out the damage. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to like finish this quickly. I draw a land. Sure. I'm gonna do all of this. Pass turn. I mean, I honestly don't know how this ends. I have no idea. But I think at this point I just have to F6, because like, we both have a ton of creatures. Mine are bigger. They have a couple that are huge, but mine are getting there. They keep proliferating. I think it's going to be time, because as far as I remember, this is only game 2. So as long as I can get ahead of them in time, I'll win game 3, even if I lose. And I have to draw 2 cards here, which I kind of don't like. Okay, the ultimate Nissa. I don't think I'm dead, but maybe I am. Alright, well, that was a good attack by them. 11/11 blocks a 6/6, 13/13 blocks the 8/11, 3/4s. Oh gosh, I think I'm dead. I actually have to start max preventing here. 15/15, my 10/10 can block 6/6. This is a 6/6 that can trade for a land. 2/3s can chump. Oh, I'm very dead, aren't I? No, I don't think I am. 5. I think I'm just dead, actually. Wait. Am I blocking any other small creatures? This one I can't block. I have 2 minutes left. So I take 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't die. So I can block better. Oh, this is rough. I can keep my Managorger Hydra and that alive. I'm just gonna take it. I don't know. I guess I was dead. By quite a lot. Something must have had trample somewhere. I think it was the Hydra. Yeah, that was a crazy game. I feel like I want Triumph of the Hordes to win games like that. I guess games aren't going to go that long. Oh, I should have just F6 through that combat. That wasted like a full minute of gameplay for this game. I don't think first row in games is going to be good, because this game's going to be like quick. Courage in Crisis is a good way to get ahead. I don't think I can afford mana troubles. Glenelendra seems bad. I like all my Hydras and Endless Ones. I mean, Shalai would have been very good there. I just have to play so quickly that I don't even know if I like that card. I think I just want Detention Sphere, which makes me also bring in Shalai. Aether Spellbomb is just worse. At that point, we can cut this for a Plains. And I have to play Prophetic Prism now, which is in the deck. I think Steelbane Hydra is the worst of my X spells. I don't want like too many of those stuck in my hand. Swirl's very good. Serrated Arrow's actually good against them. Maybe that card's not that good against them, because they just have a lot of big stuff. I could see that. Then we're just going big with Triumph for the Hordes. Alright, I got like no time left. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, going first. Keep, Oran Reef, go. I just need to draw an island. Oh no. I just skipped my turn. That's not good. I'm not used to F6ing so much. That's very unfortunate. Because I would have Simic Manipulator in play right now. Well, I get to play Steam Vents tapped. That's bad. Because I would have it in play. I would be able to steal their Experiment 1. Maybe. Is this another Gyre Sage? Okay. Yeah, Simic Manipulator in play here would have been very nice. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to be able to steal one of their creatures, I think. Gyre Sage is fine. What do you have? Man, their draws have been crazy. Song of Freylease? Okay. Yikes. Don't take that much, though. Managorger Hydra is very good. So I can go Forest, Managorger Hydra, put a counter on it. This evolves, steal the Tree Speaker. Go. I have a minute. They have more. I have a 2/2. This is going to get really big, but then I can like play a giant Genesis Hydra. I can't block anything they have, though. Right? Creatures with power to less than it can't block creatures you control. Yeah, so I cannot put Managorger Hydra there. That's 4 or 5. Why does it keep giving me weird priority? I don't like it. And their team's going to get really big this turn. Alright, let's Genesis Hydra. And it makes more sense just to pay it here. I need to hit 2 things. That gets bigger? Sure, doesn't matter. I guess I want Tireless Tracker. So this is now a 2/3. I can steal Experiment 1. Or no. Do it on their upkeep. No attacks. Steal this. Okay. So champion becomes a 5/5, so I can block with Genesis Hydra specifically if they have a kill spell. I die. No! Wow! Wait, that leveled up. I'm just dead. Alright. Fair enough, opponent. That was an insane draw. Skipping my turn lost me the game there. I just accidentally F6'd. I would have been at 1 full turn ahead. I would have been able to like cast Contentious Plan. So it's unfortunate that I lost because of that. But it is what it is. You know, with only 1 minute left, you just got to play quickly. So I think I would have had that game. Although champion would have been tough to deal with. Let's see what I would have drawn. Oh, I would have had that game. That's unfortunate. Great games, Homrid Lord. I mean, you know, you can't really complain about making mistakes when you're down to a minute because it was a good game regardless. Let's see what happens round 3. Okay. Alright. I need to take a little break after that game. This hand looks quite reasonable though. Getting rid of their upkeep stop. I'm really sad that I lost that. I don't know. I wish I could have seen what would have happened if we had more time. Because those were some really like fun and interesting games. Here we get to go Pollen Bright Druid. Put a counter on it. Then play the first of Roman games probably. Ooh, that's scary. Man, this cube is all about just making things really big. I think I need to main deck more removal. Put a counter on this. I could put a counter on the Dryad. That seems not advisable. Alright, opponent plays a land untapped. There are 3 colors. Well, maybe. They could be playing this as like a fetch target, just like I am. Like, technically in the main deck I'm only 2 colors. Carrion Feeder, Wall of Roots. A lot of cool things going on over there. Opponent did not want to trade. Great Henge is nice. So let's play Roan games. And that's going to make a 4/4, which will make the Great Henge cost 5. So we're getting closer. I'm sad this combo doesn't work how I thought it was. The Avenger Great Henge combo. Still cool though. The Ozolith, okay. That's actually pretty nice with Carrion Feeder. They can like control what goes where. What is this? His lifelink, as long as it has 5 counters on it. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you can put a counter on this. Oh, okay. And if it's a cleric, they draw a card, and it's a 3-mana 2/2 flyer? That's a problem. This deck has... Does it have any way to deal with flyers? I don't think so. I also kind of want to double block, but then they just get things with Ozolith, so I have to not. They only have 1 card in hand, though, so I think we're at the race. Oh, that's the answer, actually. think. Counter's here. Let me think about this. As lifelink, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a counter on it. So, I don't think Voracious Hydra is the answer because they can... Right now I can only fight for 2 damage, and they can sacrifice creatures to make it bigger. So I think the real play here is to go land. Great Henge costs 5, so I cannot cast that, but I can go Jang Yangu. Opponent send me a message. Love your YouTube, this is my second game of MTGO. Please be patient, there's a lot of UI. No problem. Good luck. Have fun. There's like a thing that I put my microphone on to like record, and I can't see my keyboard. And I can also contentious plan proliferate the first row in games, which I like. Wait a second. I'm gonna make this bigger. Do this. Pump all of these. Draw 2. Alright, I mean, I guess I attack. Because I'm gonna do like crazy things next turn. I'm gonna take so much damage next turn though, I'm gonna hold this back. That could be wrong. But if Human Soldier survives, then I can go Great Henge for 2 mana. It basically costs nothing and then just go off. Opponent fetches. Their deck's pretty sweet for being their first time on MTGO. Or second time, what did they say? Yeah, sorry my response was so short. I just played a crazy long game and... Ooh, okay. And my keyboard is completely blocked. Except for the number 1 and 2, so I can pass priority. That's why I skipped turn on accident. I'm intrigued by the Lava Claw Reach's attack. Not a cleric. They can make it into a 4/4. This. I don't get it. But I think I'm just gonna take it, because I don't know what's going on there. But this feels like they have like a, I don't even know, a pump spell? But like, basically, if I get to keep my big creature, I'm just gonna have such a good turn that I don't want to put it at risk. Maybe they misread this as power toughness? Either way, I think I'm doing quite well. I get a gold. This is going to put a counter on this. So now the Great Henge costs 2. So we play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can play Avenger of Zendikar and then a land. But I think I actually prefer just playing Voracious Hydra here. It is trample. Yeah, let's just play Voracious Hydra. So this is 4 power, it's going to be 5 when it fights. And they can make this have 5. So I think that's okay. Actually I'll pay 1 extra. 5 power, 6 when it fights. Fight this. And then at this point, I think I'm okay attacking for 7. Opponent's got 1 card in hand. Alright, they just concede. Sorry about that, opponent. That was a backbreaking position for me, though, for sure. I kind of like being consistent, especially against an opponent who's kind of newer. Like, just having consistency is a good way to not fall too far behind. So we're just going to run it back. Ooh, this hand is very tempting. I'm going to keep it. I'm a madman. Any blue source, I get to, like, play Varel and... I don't know. This is too ambitious. But if I draw any, like, 2-drop or a land in the top 3 cards, we're, like, okay. Contentious plan is not good, but we'll get there. Basically, it's hard for me to mulligan the Great Henge. Ooh, Glutinous Slug. I do like that card. Oh boy. We are in the pickle. I'm going to play Genesis Hydra as a 1/1. If I draw a green source anyway. Because I need to Song of Freyalise plus Contentious Plan. I think this keep was fine. Again, like, I'm limited on the number of lands more than I am the colors. Ooh, Tuskguard Campion has Trample. So it's a Trample Menace Slug. I like it. So bad. Yeah, it makes sense to play this instead of discard. It's so bad though. But at least I can, like, tap it for mana for Song of Freyalise. Little double counters. The old 2 mana 0/1. Perfect. When it sent me a message. Oh my. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, they play Carrion Feeder. Again, just any land. Preferably a blue source, but any land. Take the hit. Yikes. Alright, well, we get to play Song of Freyalise for basically no value. This is getting maximum punished. Past turn. I mean, they're not pressuring me too much at the moment. So like there is a world where I draw like a land and then I can play like Glenalendra and then get out of this. But if they kill my Hydra, what was that? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Domri's Ambush kills my Hydra. I need an island this turn, I think, otherwise I'm just very dead. Honestly though, an island would like stabilize. Well, stabilize is a strong word, but it would do something. Okay, opponent doesn't do anything. Oh man, this is maximum punish. All right, go ahead. I'm dead. Again, I kept a 2-lander on the draw. I had 6 draw steps to draw 1 land. I think it was worth the gambit. Barkhide Troll is big, so this turn I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 5. I get Song of Freyalise trigger. There's my forest. I'm very dead. So let's go to game 3. I mean, I did mention consistency. I could cut Aether Spellbomb for a land. I kind of like doing that on the play, just to make sure I can hit everything. So we'll just make that switch, and then keep it the same. I mean, I will keep another sketchy 2-lander. Oh, I have to keep this. It's so good if I draw a land. Right? I get to go Gnarlid Colony into Zhang Yangu, plus Simic Manipulator, go really deep there. Like, it's I can't pass it up. Ooh, Blast Zone into the Ozolith, okay. So far that seems not amazing. There's our land, okay. All is forgiven. Gnarlid County, cast. Pass turn. I am going to play Zhang Yangu next turn because I would like to play Manipulator before Tireless Tracker, I think. I'm going to place Wall of Roots. Their mana situation is a little bit sketchy. Avenger of Zendikar. Yeah, I like getting down the Simic Manipulator in the face of a Wall of Roots. Although, Wall of Roots plus Ozolith is actually a thing. Like, I need to be a little bit wary of that. We pass turn. But I just want to steal this so badly. Tuskguard Captain gives Trample. Okay. Do they have a Draga Tree Speaker? I'm trying to think of what 1-drop green spell they might have. Oh, they're just going deep on Wall of Roots activations. Respectable. So we can go Simic Manipulator. And I am going to play this land because my hand's like quite good. They can kill Zhang Yangu anyway, so let's just put a counter on Simic Manipulator while I have the opportunity to. So now I can steal Tuskguard Captain if they don't Outlast, which is probably better than taking Wall of Roots. I can also just go Verdurous Gearhulk on Simic Manipulator, take all their stuff, win the game. Barkhide Troll, sure. So that can give Hexproof? Yeah. They kill my dude, rough but acceptable, and then lose their Tuskguard Captain. And this requires... They can level it up to 2. Alright, well, let's go Tireless Tracker, see if they do anything in response. This evolves, that seems pretty nice. Play a land, get a clue. I guess I'm going to attack with my Gnarlid County. This gives all my things trample, that doesn't matter. Yeah, that seems okay. They give it hexproof? I don't think that does what they thought it did. Yeah, okay. I was like, what's going on there? So that gets counters. This is at the beginning of combat. I think I'm just better off stealing the Tuskguard Captain and upkeep. That way it's untapped. That goes up to 2. Honestly, if that goes up to 3, I'm going to lose a lot of stuff. But I still think it's worth it, so we just take that now. Yeah, so I don't want to commit too heavily to my 3 drops because Blast Zone killing 3s actually just wipes my board. So we'll see what they do. They can Ozolith put counters on Wall of Roots. Okay, they choose not to. Very wise. Alright, this feels like an opponent who's leveling up Blast Zone to 3 and then gonna try and kill me with it. I do draw land though. Voracious Hydra. I mean, we're gonna play land. Pumps the tracker. I guess I'm just gonna play Big Gearhulk. And then steal their Wall of Roots. Gearhulk's putting all the counters on itself, I think. I'm gonna steal this. Or I guess I'll wait for the counters to go on. Then steal this. Then move to combat. Crack this clue. Oh, you can't... Okay, sure. Now I crack the clue. That's a lot of power. And that's how I'm playing around their Blast Zone on 3. Yep, so it goes to 3. How much does it cost to activate? Oh, that's really slow. So they kill all my 3-drops and then they take 8. Well, it's unfortunate against this opponent. We just had like 1 game and then 2 non-games. Yeah, they don't do anything here. They're just... I can put it up to 9, but that doesn't actually win. So let's just attack and then see what happens. They can kill my manipulator. They kind of have to. Okay, those die. And I'm just going to play an Avenger of Zendikar. I'm feeling like a bunch of 1/1s against the opponent at 2 is pretty good. Because then if I draw a land, I can like go land Pollenbright Druid. GG's! Oh gosh, if only you could see how hard it is for me to type right now. Oh, I couldn't even send it in time. Whoa, a lot of things. I guess you know how many play points and stuff I have. Alright, that is gonna end the league. This deck felt very good. Like the games I won felt pretty decisive. Match 2 was insane. I mean, that was one of the longest games of Magic I've ever played. And yeah, we basically just timed out in the sense that I skipped my turn and I lost by 1 turn. So unfortunate, but the deck was sweet. Hopefully you enjoyed these really grindy games. I like this cube. I don't have much time. I might only be able to do 1 or 2 more drafts of this, but we'll see where I can get. See you guys then.